What's good? It's your girl Amani Caesar.
Smoke.
Boy, Dre forever, baby.
Boy, 2016.
Brian Lynch, Director 70x7.
Man, it's your boy, Artist.
The girl Tasia's name. Girl named Masam.
It's Young Spook. One half back in business podcast.
Era, the Gap 2 Diva.
Big stuff.
Are you Milan? Here, Milan.
It's your girl, Flaming Gina.
This Auntie Pig.
Boy, Lou.
Ebony, a.k.a. Ebony with an I. I'm from the Big Head Radio Show.
Oh, hi! You must be Joe Pitts, right?
Yeah, that's me.
What's this? Okay, so I'm gonna be in Miami for a whole week, so I figured I can make some money here while I'm gone.
By turning your crib into a dewdrop egg?
Better hope you didn't make a spare house key.
Hey, babe.
Joe, what are you still doing here? What did you do to my house?
You like what I did with the place?
Joe had already printed off the contract, right? I know. Now, somehow he wrote that he's a long-term tenant and not short-term.
Like a roommate?
Good morning, Riley.
You gonna have to go down to the courthouse and file an eviction.
What about my home? What about my things? How am I supposed to sleep with a strange man in my house?
We've looked into Joe Pitts. He has no criminal record, not even a traffic ticket.
You so need to go shopping, babe.
So he's harmless.
You see how easily accidents can happen?
It's the Kings TV Network. We are back live and direct. Shout out to Scotty Too Hottie. Shout out to Black Box Studios. We are here. I got my man. If y'all don't know him, y'all probably know his dance moves. If you don't know his dance moves, you probably know the merch. We got Pat in the building.
Let's go. Glad to be here.
Too much.
It's a blessing for me also, man.
How are you, man?
I'm great. Blessed, black, and highly favored.
There we go. So break it down. You got your brand all over you right now.
Always.
Who are you? Where can they find you? And what do you do?
I'm Pat Too Much. Y'all can find me on Instagram, YouTube, old school people. Y'all can find me on Facebook. I'm an artist. I make designs. I'm a designer. I do graphic designs. I mix and master. As far as me and my brand, I promote my own clothes. I make music, very good music, if I might say so myself.
Talk your shit.
And then I might go ahead and dance for you, flip all over the floor. Ain't nobody in there call me. I'm going to turn you all the way up. Anywhere in the city, everybody know. I'm going to pull up and show out for whoever needs me.
That's a fact. So let's go all the way back. So you told me walking in that you started with the music. So the music was the first thing. What did the music, when did the music kind of come into your life, or was it always in your life?
I always had words, but music, as far as expressing myself, I got introduced by a guy named Lil Red.
Okay.
His name is Marcellus. He been doing music a long time. I started when I was 17. I'm older than that now, but I started just expressing myself. You know, he was giving me a chance to come to the studio. Then I branched off and tried to get on my dancing thing, and I'm like, something missing. I'm still missing something. So I go back to the studio, make a couple songs, and okay, there it go.
Now, when you doing that, were you putting them out?
No, not for
okay.
He was
you were
putting
just
it out.
dibbling, dabbling with it, and but enjoying yourself.
Yeah, because he knew how to do stuff like that. You know, like I said, it was an old school guy, so he had to press up the CDs by hand, go get CDs, but everybody didn't know where to get stuff like that. He had to open into that, so I was already locked in with him, so he can make them, but I didn't really get a chance to keep the music and push it out like I wanted to, and always was like stuff that had going on around that time.
Got you. So were you dancing, so you picked up dancing, or were you always like dancing when you were younger?
When I was younger, I did tap dancing, a
Wow,
little bit of ballet, some karate, because they had this program called Gone Fishing. I was a troubled child, so my mother put me in everything. So we did tennis, skiing, and all that. But dancing was something that was like, you should come back, you should come back, you should come back. So, and I was like, well, I might be good at this.
Yeah.
And I was feeling it. So I kept with that throughout I never stopped dancing.
Never stopped dancing your whole life?
Nope. Since Michael Jackson.
Wow. Biggest inspiration?
Yeah. My biggest inspiration is Michael Jackson. I might say Puff Daddy when I was younger, because I just knew about being like the executive side. I ain't, and then they build it up to, I never really had a figure, but I knew about money.
Right.
And he was about money. So.
Absolutely. But Michael Jackson was about that movement, the
Yeah.
feet, and bringing that energy. I want to speak on like you going around because you do go to different events and just bring energy, and it really feels like it's out the kindness of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
So like why did you start that? When did that start to become kind of your stilo?
Okay, so when I got on with Marcellus, like it was a lot of shows that we did. Everybody showed up. They already knew what was up. But after our group separated, nobody came to the events like that when certain people performed. But I was already there because they was looking for me to be there. Nobody moving around. And you see people get on stage, like, they might lose confidence. Like, ain't nobody turning up, ain't nobody feeling me. If I'm there all the time, they always gonna have a person to feel them. Always have a person to dance to their music. And I might tell them, like, you need somebody to come show up. Because I know how that feels to come and nobody's there. Which led to me, like, so when I'm there, ain't nobody there, it really don't matter. I'm always gonna turn up because I do that for everybody else, and I feel a need to do that.
Right.
Like, it should be a group thing, but me, myself, I can go anywhere and make sure somebody good mentally because I already got that.
Absolutely. So take us back to the time where you didn't have you in the crowd with you. How did you kind of cultivate your own energy and bring the sound and the vibe when there wasn't a crowd or when there wasn't the energy you were hoping to see back when you were younger?
Yeah, when I was younger. So when I was younger, I always had females. So it's always gonna be some girls there.
Absolutely. That's
and
the
they
best.
know some words, but not most, because I never really knew how to push the music like that. But at times when there was nobody there, I just go talk to the DJ for a minute, see where his vibe at, explain some stuff. We talk back and forth. Now I know I got the DJ with me. When I go out there, it's gonna be a go.
Right.
It gotta be a go.
So did you incorporate a lot of dancing into your performances?
No, not at first.
Really?
Honestly, I would rap and then forget about rapping.
Yeah, it was like two different worlds almost.
So yeah, it was hard to navigate. It was like I had to get older to structure my brain and navigate that. Cause you know, people that got ADHD got stuff there that they could put into place long as they guide it.
Right.
But I ain't have my defense mechanisms when I was younger.
Right.
Being older, I can guide it now because there's more things to do. It's easier stuff to get a hold of. It's more sources. So it's easier to do now. But back then, you had to create a venue in your mind. And it was hard at some time because of the stuff I was going through. But most of the time, I just, on my mind, when I go here, I'm about to turn up. It really don't matter who there. Don't be mad, ain't nobody there. And if somebody needs you to support, just do it. And I've been like that my whole life.
ADHD? Is that what you said you had? But you said you grew older and kind of found your boundaries to kind of work and manage through around it. But it also would help you creativity-wise, be able to do multiple things, such as a clothing brand, such as dance, such as music, all at the same time, but still be their own entities. So when did the merch come in?
Okay, the merch came in. Rest in peace, Oscar. That's my guy. We started, me, Oscar, in 3D. We started. He helped me build a brand, so I created something with my name on it. So I'm like, cool, you know, everybody gonna buy it. So he like, no, put your entity inside of it so it can be you. So I was making stuff for me raw and just making stuff for them, just like, you know what I'm saying, just getting it. He said, no, you gotta make what you make so people will like it. I'm like, I don't think they're gonna like it, especially now with mine. You gotta change your name. So us building, when he passed, like, it made me step it up, and Kurt helped me, but as far as fashion shows, like, my stuff, I liked it, and when I looked at it, I'm like, no, it's cool, people like it, but they ain't me. So I'm like, I need to put more. I'm like, is this too much? So I started pasting, put too much. And then as I stretched it out, Kurt, like, put it in the fashion show. Once I started putting it in the fashion show, hey, where can I get that? I'm like, oh, so they do like it. So if he wouldn't have ever pushed me to just put stuff that I really like for myself on my brand, I would have made clothes. It would have been kind of like for people that I'm looking for it to be instead of myself. That ain't how you start no brand. You got to start it within yourself. So if it wasn't for him, the slump that I was going through, I probably would have never even made it like that. For real. I knew that I was going to make something as far as clothes, but not the too much brand. That came solely from Oscar and 3D, for real.
Wow. So speak on your relationship with 3D.
That's my bro, man.
Scotty.
So,
Scotty.
When me and 3D is cousins, like I said. We found out we was cousins in high school, but we never was like kicked it, you know, it was together. Oscar put me and 3 together, like, you know that's your cousin? I'm like, what? So as we found out we was cousins, he was starting the fashion show thing. So he's like, man, you should model. I'm like, modeling ain't me, you know. I'm like, I'm street, but I got some type of feminine side to me, respectfully as a man, and I'm not scared of, you feel me? So he's like, no, you can walk. So it always like a walk, but it wasn't a walk to make people look at me like, oh, he modeling.
Right.
Really was like, hey, bro, you can do that. You can do that. He just kept putting me in shows. So I was like, shit, I'm going to just start modeling. So he started calling me to practice. Ain't nobody there, I'm going to walk. Ain't nobody there, I'm going to walk. Then I met 3D's cousin, which is Raekwon. He's a real model coach / fashion show. He put stuff together too. Them together helped me bring out the side that I wanted to model. So now that I'm modeling and I'm putting on my clothes, I'm wearing my clothes how I want them to be worn and I'm modeling. So people like, let me wear that. You got another jacket? Let me put that on. Show at the show, venue at the venue, building. That's how my name got on the clothing side and the modeling side. So now they like, I ain't even know you rap. It's like, I ain't know you rap.
Yeah, facts.
Like, I ain't know. So I started putting that. Only way in the fashion show you could put rapping, modeling, clothing. So as I do in the fashion show, everybody seeing what I could do. They stretching out to me. I'm like, okay, so now I got this brand. If it weren't for 3D, bro, I probably wouldn't even be modeling. I know I wouldn't have been modeling, honestly.
Okay, so speak on your first experience with failure as a, I would say, serial entrepreneur.
As far as business?
Yeah.
My first experience is failure.
And how you overcame.
When my mom passed, she helped me get, you know, the heat press and all that. So once I first got it, and when she passed, I stopped designing. So now I'm not designing, but the pandemic came in. I done made a lot of money from the masks, but I couldn't really get back to it. So that's when I was supposed to branch out as far as the designing, but I had made nothing. I spent the money. I made enough money to keep it going, but I spent nothing because I went in a slump. Now I don't want to design no more. Now I got all this equipment. Now I don't want to design no more. So now I didn't know what to do. For real. That was my first really experience with that, because before that I was just in the streets, so I can get money from whatever. I could find this, I could find that. But this was something I wanted to do for me and branch off from her helping me, and I couldn't do it. I just couldn't feel it to do it. So it took me a minute. I actually just got out of that slump, honestly.
Really?
I just got out of that slump.
And what helped you get out of that?
My girl, music, shit. Y'all, Lloyd, the whole, because it wasn't like this before. You didn't have a lot of community of people helping you build or helping you brand. It always was like hating or, you know what I'm saying, Hollywood. You feel me? It's always been like that. Like I said, I went from generation to generation. So the friends that I was around, seeing everything going, it took some time, but I'm saying like you really can be open now. It ain't no judgment now. You can hurt, you feel me? You can bring it. So that's what really got me out of it.
So because you are a little bit, you've seen both sides. You've seen generations. There is a difference in this space now compared to the early 2000s, I would say. And you would say it's more open for people to be themselves.
Be themselves. You can get help. You got a community of people.
Community. That's real.
It wasn't like that before.
So it wasn't like that.
You got to have a unit. Your unit doing y'all, and y'all might link, but certain people ain't doing certain things because they don't feel comfortable. Or they won't be around a certain people because you don't feel comfortable. It wasn't going to be no open mics everywhere because it's always going to be a problem, no matter what, because everybody got that, I'm better than everybody, because they didn't see like you can branch out with people better than just being by yourself. It wasn't like that at all. No.
So how do we keep it and how do we grow it?
Support is the biggest thing. Supporting no matter what, because honestly, like when I go to the shows that I be seeing and I see people perform and walk out, it's disrespectful because people coming to see you too. So if they turning up with you and you walk out, why? You want them to hear your music? You want to hear their music? You want to network? Why walk out? Just stay there. You feel me? Just support the person that's next. So if you're not doing that, then it won't be another person. If a person feel like, oh, I want to go perform, I don't want to go there because they're going to walk out or they ain't going to feel me, you know. that community of people keeping stuff together and people staying like how y'all doing, you and Lloyd, like y'all one of the two that keep it together. Y'all there for each other, and when people come as a tight-knit community. So if we keep that going, we can't lose, you feel me? Like when people call to Cleveland like, hey, what's going on? You ain't got to just look to one person. You can be like, oh, I got picks and chooses of people supporting each other. Because they really want to see that. You feel me? People think they want to see one individual, but they want to see who you got around you. If we give you this money, what you going to do with it? You feel me?
How you going to bless everybody around you? How are you going to put it in position?
And who trusts you? Who the people that can say they can vouch for you?
Absolutely.
Not for the ones you walking out on.
Absolutely.
You feel me? Like, it don't work like that no more.
It don't work like
That's
that.
how it was back in the day, though.
Was it?
Yeah. People would walk out, or they'll perform at certain venues. Or it really wasn't a lot of venues, though, to perform at back in the day. Yeah. You'd catch some open mics, but it wasn't like it is now.
So I want to ask you this. Why is showcases so important?
Showcases? That's where you express yourself at. You got to see who wants to come and bring themselves together. So after y'all express yourself in that one showcase, you'll know where you at with people. So now I might want this person with this person. Now you got an energetic showcase. Now you got an R&B showcase. Now you got people that's networking and never met each other that can, like, the showcases where ain't nobody at, it's still people there that can introduce you to stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure that you navigate the right way. So if you don't got that, then what you gonna do? You can't just be online all day, you know, asking people questions that might steer you the wrong way, because you do got them people that be like, oh, go here. So you won't get in front of them. Right. But if you there, you can see people energy. He ain't walking out. He like that. He can rap. Oh, I'm about to link with this person. Yeah. You come to my showcase. That's networking 101. That's the biggest part too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. The last thing we do here is called Get It Off Your Chest. And I felt like you had a lot to get off. I mean, there was a lot of motivation and energy into your story and your career and the development of each thing, because everything took its course, and it's kind of like now it's in this synergy of kind of coming together. Speak on longevity for me. How do you sustain longevity in the Cleveland music and entertainment scene specifically?
Well, first thing is consistency. Not saying you gotta make music all the time and drop it all the time, just have it in your heart and mind that I wanna do something with this. So I can't just be stagnant on it. I have to do something. Even when you down, make the music that bring your heart up. And when you hype, you know what I'm saying? Just, if you need to mellow yourself out the same way, you know what I'm saying? Same music. And you gotta keep a community around you that, I'm not gonna say that's perfect, but that understand you. Because not even if y'all not good friends, or if you know me, I know you, you still keep it mutual. Like, you know me as a person, because as you get older, the people that value everything that I do mentally as a kid, they gone no more because I'm older, like I said. So as I pass that down, it takes the community to understand you, because now they don't know you as a kid, what you grew up on, who you lost. Now, you got to keep people around you, so if you do open that, they won't use it against you. Now you gone. Like, you don't want to do music no more. You don't want to be around people. You got to sustain that mentally. Like, you got to build your brand with people that you care about and stick to that, no matter what they do. When you introduce somebody and you understand them, if you judge them outside of what y'all understand, it's not fair. Because I introduce you as a person. I should either be able to help you or put you in a position so we can help each other, instead of just, you know what I'm saying, pushing people to the side or thinking like I can make it without people. You got to, because you got to skip generations too. Feel me? So you got to use your mind to elevate people around you, even if they not helping you as you think. But like, well, since I agreed to this as me, for my heart, I'm going to do it anyway. It's going to work. It got to work. And then you'll be able to see without a wicked heart that you can see what's coming your way with the negativity and the people. Not saying you got to run away from it, because you got to harness it like a man, but you got to understand how to navigate. You feel me? So you got to use that just to understand what's going on around you. And I promise, it ain't really nothing else. Like, the music gonna be there, because you can jump times, you can read books, but it's your music gonna be there. How you feel. You can make a song about something that's going about, as you gonna feel it, to where you gonna want to put it out and introduce it to the people.
Absolutely, man. That was powerful. Thank you, man. Not only for coming, but for supporting everybody. Like, people need that energy. People need to see that. And being on the scenes for real, like, you see it. Like, oh, he's there, like, genuinely. and then you see, okay, it's a trickle-down effect. Like, people are there genuinely. Then the outliers, all the people who leave just right after they perform or only come for their performance and leave. Because it's like, dude, we trying to build something here.
Right.
You know, you coming in taking what you want, and then what's going on, it ain't no give and take.
They taking their own time away.
Man. But, man, continue to spread that positivity, that joy, because you're dancing, boy. Get everybody moving. Come on. Keep doing that. Keep striving to be your best self, because I know you want your music to go there as well. So keep going. And you never look at Benny. He was 36 when he really got going.
Respect.
Like, really push that shit, like, when you really feel it. So, man, anything is possible. Keep going. And thank you.
Respect,
thank you for being here.
Respect.
Tell me where they can find you one more time.
Oh, Pat2Much_official on Instagram, YouTube the same way. And I got more platforms that I'm opening up to as I get my stuff back together. So I'll be back. Documentary coming soon, music coming. Zabi, we got one coming.
Okay.
We got one coming.
Yes, sir, Zabi. We coming too.
Jazzo,
yes,
Laura
sir.
Luke, we got it.
I love it. It's the King TV Network. We out of here. Peace. Just like that.
Yes, sir.
King TV Network interview, my boy.
Yes, sir. This is the resume builder.
Can somebody just tell me what the hell is happening? We don't know. We're all just waking up. Is there anything you know? Like, do you remember anything?
I think I was kidnapped.
Where's Locke? Locke? Oh, you mean my husband?
Hold up. You better stop right there before you say some shit you gonna regret. Regret?
Damn, shit getting real.